Hey guys, it's Tamara. I'm coming back at you with another video today. Let's go ahead and jump into our discussion about mental health conditions. I want to talk about suicide today. This is something that is very close and dear to me. I've had 11 years of experience studying kids and teenagers and families who are dealing with suicide. And I've also known people who have also considered it and have struggled with it and struggled with the thoughts. And so over time, I've become this, I guess you can say, family advocate, in that I want to help parents and families understand why teenagers struggle with suicidal thoughts, why most have a hard time opening up about it, and what we can do to fix it. So I'm sure you guys are aware of my book, Understanding and Helping Suicidal Teens. I also just published a supplemental guide. I'm going to post it over here for you. And that is basically like an 85-page report on the 2 best chapters in my book. So I encourage you to get either one of these guys. Go ahead and check it out and pass it on to somebody who might need it. I also did a webinar with the National Board for Certified Counselors on adolescent suicide last Wednesday. So I'm gonna post that link in the description box below. I encourage you to check that out as well. I'm talking to other mental health professionals, but it's also good for families or for individuals interested in this topic to listen to as well. So I wanna give you some suggestions on how to talk to someone who is suicidal and the kind of questions that you can actually ask them. So we're gonna make this video pretty short. So the benefits for you in this video today is that you're going to learn a couple of questions that you can ask someone that you are afraid might be thinking of suicide. So let's go ahead and just jump right on in. So when you have some kind of internal sense or intuition, or somebody has verbalized to you that they are considering suicide, the most important thing to do is to somehow ask 3 questions or fish around for answers to 3 important questions. The first question is, are you thinking of suicide? Are you thinking of suicide? The second question is, do you have a plan? Do you have a plan? And the third, do you feel you're going to act on it? And if so, what's your feeling on a scale from 1 to 10? 10 is the worst, and 1 is the least. Where are you on that scale? And so when I meet with adolescents for the first time and they tell me that they are suicidal or they are overwhelmed or they are feeling very emotional about life, I will ask them, have you considered suicide? The way to ask that question, if you just want to come right out and ask it, would be to say something like, preface your question, and you want to say something like, you know, I kind of have these internal feelings that you're starting to feel hopeless. And I love you so much and I care about you so much that I just want to make sure that you're going to be okay. There have been times in my own life where I've struggled and I've had existential questions. I call that existential discomfort, by the way. It's the idea that there's pieces of your life that you just can't understand. So I would ask them, you know, I would preface it like this. So I've struggled with issues in my life as well. I've struggled with existential questions. And I'm wondering, have you thought of suicide, or have you thought about ending the pain, or have you thought about ending your own life? And if so, have you ever thought about how you would do it? So you want to make those questions conversational, and you also want to avoid sounding judgmental. You want to sound like you're asking a nonchalant, open-ended question. The other thing that you want to do is ask about intensity. So depending on how that conversation goes, once you get those 2 questions answered, then you want to go back and say, that's something, I'm sorry to hear that. Is there an intensity? Like when I had issues with this and I didn't know what to think about life and I felt all alone, and I just wanted to end all the pain, like my intensity was like a 5 on a scale from 1 to 10. 10 was like the worst. So where would you place yourself? And I would make it as conversational as you can. Bring those judgmental questions and those seeking questions down to a very easy level where you can actually reach in and pull that person out. That's your goal, right? People who are suicidal often have a wall up, right? And they're like this over the wall. You know, they're like looking for somebody to be able to get them and help them. And so your goal as the person who's a little bit healthier is to reach into their world and pull them out. And you want to give them a platform to do it by being non-judgmental. All right, guys, thanks so much for being with me today in this shared video. I encourage you to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. If it was helpful to you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button on the side. Hit that thumbs up button as well, guys. That makes these videos available to other people who are searching YouTube and who might benefit from this. So I always say, see it as you're giving back to other people on YouTube, because when you hit that subscribe button and that thumbs up button, we get pushed up in the search results. And so people who are searching for like how to deal with suicidal thoughts or how to talk to someone about suicide, our video comes up, and that's awesome. Not only for my channel, but for you as well, because then people hear your comments, see your thumbs up, and they want to participate. So I encourage you to do that. Stay tuned, guys. We're going to continue talking about mental illnesses. Post questions down in the comment section for me if you want me to focus on certain topics. I'm so sorry, guys. I forget every time to turn off the notifications. I'm using my phone today, so. But anyway, guys, I'll see you Friday with a new video. Bye-bye.